This video and all content on this channel is performed by a pest control professional, and it is always recommended to hire a pest control pro in your area to perform any pest control in or outside your home. Pesticides can harm you and your loved ones. Anyone who is performing the information in this video is doing so at their own risk. If you decide to try the info provided in this video, please always check with the local laws in your area and read the labels of any product you use. The label is the law.
Hey everybody, this is Jason Akers with Green Acres Pest Control, and today I want to go over bait stations and baiting for termites. I want to talk about how baiting for termites is not as effective as a chemical application and why. This is a question that was asked on one of my live streams, which you can catch every Thursday night, typically after 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time or Daylight Savings Time or whatever time, Eastern Time, after 9 o'clock. And hopefully this will answer some questions on termites. It's a diagram, so I'm a visual learner, and hopefully this will help everybody. I also want to say here, I'm really sorry for the state of the video. It's not the best resolution, but I still think it gets the point across and explains why termite baiting is not as effective as liquid treatment. So hopefully you'll like this video. If you do, give me a thumbs up. If you really do like it, then consider subscribing to my channel and follow me. And like I said, hit me up on my live streams and maybe you'll be featured in one of these videos too. Y'all have a good one, and we'll talk to you later. Bye. Okay. So, Sentricon bait stations. And I see a lot of bait stations in my time. I've seen a lot of them. I've seen different brands. But Sentricon's what people swear by now. All right? They'll put it out here. All right, there's a Sentricon station, a Sentricon station. All right, so they got bait stations all the way around the house. So, let's say you've got termites eating right here. Well, not there. Stupid thing. Always likes to change the color on me. Well, anyway, they're eating right here. Oh, now I said change my size. All right, there. There we go. We got termites eating there. We got termites eating here. Termites eating here. All right, we'll just add, the house is infested with termites, okay? This colony, let's see, right here is colony number 1. All right, that's one colony, okay? This is colony number 2. All right, let's say this is also colony number 1, and this is colony number 1 over here. All right, there we go. All right, so this is one termite colony eating all this. But this over here, this is a different colony. All right? So, let's say one of these termites, or several of these termites from right here, decide, oh, this looks really delicious. Let's eat from this bait station, and let's go to this one, and let's go down here. Maybe they're going to 2 different bait stations, so they're real close, right? So they decide to eat those. But these termites right here, they're perfectly happy. They don't need anything else. They're happy where they're at. They're not really foraging around looking for any of these bait stations, and they're perfectly happy eating right here. So all of these termites here, they die. They're dead. They're gone. The colony's been eliminated. Great. All right? So let's put some blue check marks. We'll pretend it's Twitter. We paid $10 a piece for them. All right, blue check marks. Done. Dead. These are still eating. They eat this year. They eat next year. The year after. They never find these bait stations. They never find them. Because they don't forage around. They're happy with what they've got. Okay? Then a third colony moves in. Over here. We'll say that's colony number 3. All right? Now those termites are eating. Right here. Okay? And they eat there for maybe a year or 2. And then they find this bait station right here. Right there. And then they die. Okay? They still ate the house for a couple years before they found that bait station. This whole time, you're paying for Sentricon. All right? You're paying for it because it is not something that you do one and done. You have to continuously pay, sometimes quarterly, sometimes semi-annual, sometimes once a year. You have to pay for constant monitoring of these bait stations all the time, because if you don't pay for constant monitoring of the bait stations, you don't have an active system. It's not valid, okay? But these termites are still eating, okay? It's been 5 years. 5 long years. 5 years. Okay? Well, you can't really see the years, but it doesn't matter. 5 years. They're still eating. Now they found the bait station. And then they die. Okay? All the termites are dead on your house. But these termites were left to do 5 years worth of damage to the wall in your house. You may have to replace this wall because of the damage they've done. You may have to replace a window. You may have to replace, you may have to jack up the house and fix this because they go all over the place. All right? So that's a problem. That's a big, big problem. So if you use Termidor, all right, let's see if we can go back it all the way up. We'll just pretend these bait stations are here. All right, you got termites here, you got termites here, you got termites here, and you got termites here. This is colony. Remember, we got one colony here, one colony here, one colony here, and then second colony there. Okay, so the way termites get into a house is, let's show you the side view of the wall. Let's pretend this is your wall. And your wall is about 1 foot thick. All right? Let's do this. Termites, now if it's solid concrete, they can come up this way. They can come up from under a concrete floor or under a crawl space this way. If it's cinder block, they can come up in the middle of the cinder block. Because termites, eastern subterranean termites, live underground. They come up, they get the food, so you've got, on top of this wall, you'll have a little plate right there. And that's where your wood is, and that's bolted to the top of the wall, and then your wall is built on top of that. All right? That's your foundation. That's how a house is made. So you treat this area here, the soil treatment. You're going to treat this soil, and you're going to drill holes possibly through a concrete floor, and you treat this side. All right? And if it's cinder block, sometimes, not all the time, it depends on where your footer is, but sometimes you have to actually drill holes into the block, and you have to treat in here too. Okay? Now, this is all the way around the entire foundation of the house. You do this. It's called a perimeter plus treatment. It's a perimeter plus any active place you find termites. So let's say this spot right here was a front porch. You had a front porch right there, and that's why the termites are eating there, because they're under the concrete. Well, then you would have to drill holes here about every 12 to 16 inches apart. You drill your holes right here through the concrete slab, and then you treat the soil under that slab. So that's the entire perimeter, because if you didn't drill holes, you wouldn't be able to treat this spot. But you have to do that because the termites are eating right here, okay? And you do that. Now, Termidor's got a 16-year lifespan. That chemical is going to bond with the soil and last for up to 16 years. You do not need to pay every year for monitoring. You can. You can keep a warranty. Your guy will come out. He'll check your house once a year. If you have active termites, they kill them. And you pay a warranty fee like $135 or $145 a year or whatever it is. I don't know what exterminators charge at where they live. But the point is, you can pay for that. If you pay, and I did a real good video on this, but if you pay, let's say you pay $600, all right, to install your Sentricon bait stations. And then you have to pay, let's say, $130. Actually, the quote I just got from a customer the other day was $350 a year. Okay? Now, this is your first year right here. And then your second year is $350 a year. So that already is $950. All right? After 2 years, you pay $950. Let's say this whole job with the Termidor treatment is $950. Because that's a lot of the jobs I charge. I charge $950 to do a termite job. So you've done one treatment for $950. It lasts for 16 years. It's already outlived this. And this one, you have to pay this $350 every single year. Every single year, you have to pay that maintenance cost. Every year. And if prices go up, you have to pay more. That's the way Sentricon works. You have to have people come out all the time and check your bait stations. If they're not checking your bait stations, you're not getting what you paid for. You know, you need to cancel your service or whatever. But if you're doing $950 one time charge. You're getting it in the first year, and then let's say the second year you decide not to do your warranty. You don't want to keep your warranty because it's a good chemical. You don't have to. It will probably last for 16 years. I've had two termite jobs since the year 2000 that I had to go back to before 16 years was up. That's it. That's a very good track record for me.